Good day to you all, and welcome to the seminar on frugal innovation. Doing more with less for more. In 2015, along with my colleagues, I wrote the first editorial for the Journal of Frugal Innovation by Springer. And this editorial is available online. We will refer to this article in this presentation. Nature is a wonderful place. It is full of life and beauty. It is always changing. One of the things that makes nature so special is that it does all of its processes in a silent way. When a seed sprouts into a plant, it does so without any noise. The roots grow down into the soil, the stem grows up towards the sun, and the leaves unfurl. All of this happens without any fanfare or announcement. The nature's way is very interesting. When a bud blossoms into life, it slowly but surely, with maximum efficiency, it opens and all its petals. And at one point, it becomes a complete flower, so perfect. A kingfisher dives into a lake for fishing with no splash of water and comes out of water with equal dexterity. Let us take a moment to appreciate the silence of nature. Nature works silently in the utmost frugal way without making much noise. The planet we live in, it's lonely. It's a lonely planet. We are the only known life in the universe, and our resources are limited. We need to be careful how we use them, or we could run out. This is a paper model depicting the hazards of increasing population. Our multiplication will end up in exhaustion of natural resources. We have learned to live in harmony with nature, and we have developed technologies that can help us to use our resources more efficiently. Sustainability is living well within the resource limits of the planet. Can we live well within that limits? If you look at the world population, now 8 billion people live on our planet. By 2050, the population will be about 10 billion. We must make sure that the future generations can live well within the resource limits of our planet. And that will take a major shift in thinking. Sustainability means people living well and within the resource limits of the planet. At the current rate of consumption, by 2030, we would need 2 planets to supply the resources we need and to absorb our waste. The Worldwide Fund for Nature reports that 2 Earths are needed by 2030 to sustain world population. The bottom of the pyramid, or the bottom of the wealth pyramid, bottom of the income pyramid, or base of the pyramid, is the largest but poorest socio-economic group. In global terms, the base of the pyramid is 2.7 billion people who live on less than $2.5 a day. The book by C.K. Prahlad makes a case for the fastest growing new markets and entrepreneurial opportunities being found among the billions of people at the base of the pyramid. According to Bill Gates, it offers an intriguing blueprint for how to fight poverty with profitability. In India, the frugal innovation is also known as Gandhian innovation. India is the lead market for bottom of the pyramid innovation. India is a fertile breeding ground for frugal solutions to problems without borders. Companies need to move from do more with more to not just do more with less, but do better with less. Frugal innovation can retain the world in sustainable form. Resources of Mother Earth are dwindling at an alarming rate with overconsumption, wastage, and of course, genuine use as well by the ever-increasing population. Frugal engineering or frugal innovation is to do more with less without creating any hindrance to the development activities the world is always engaged in. Frugal engineering was coined by Carlos Ghosn, the Joint Chief of Renault and Nissan automakers. Frugal engineering is to reduce the complexity and cost of goods or services without sacrificing quality and making it affordable to all. We all use washing machines. These machines may have 50 or 60 wash programs to suit the variety of dirty clothes, including rare ones. Typically, we use only 2 or 3 standard programs and leaving the remaining tens of them unused. The 50-60 washing programs require more materials and labor, leading to overall higher cost for the machine. This is true for many other areas of human activities. Frugal innovation is a process of developing products, services, processes, and technologies that are affordable and accessible to low-income consumers. It is a way of providing high-quality products and services to people who would otherwise not be able to afford them. Frugal innovations is a growing field of innovation, and there are many opportunities for entrepreneurs and innovators to make a difference. Frugal innovation is a powerful tool that can be used to improve the lives of people around the world. It's a promising approach to development that can help to reduce poverty, protect the environment, and create jobs. It is a process of developing products and services that meet the needs of the consumers with limited resources. It is often used in developing countries where consumers may have lower incomes and less access to infrastructure. It can improve the lives of people in developing countries by developing products and services that are affordable and accessible. Frugal innovation can help to improve the quality of life for people in developing countries. It can create jobs. Development and production of frugal products and services can create jobs in developing countries. It can help to reduce poverty by making products and services more affordable. Frugal innovation can help to reduce poverty in developing countries, and it can protect the environment as well. There are many examples of frugal innovation. The Tata Nano is a car that was developed by Tata Motors in India. It is one of the cheapest cars in the world, and it was designed to meet the needs of consumers in developing countries. The other example, Grameen Bank, is a microfinance institution that was founded in Bangladesh. It provides loans to poor people who often cannot get loans from traditional banks. The Aravind Eye Care System is a non-profit organization that provides eye care services in India. It has helped to restore sight to millions of people who would otherwise be blind. Ratan Tata, by observing a family, mother, father, two children traveling on a motorbike, he was motivated to create the affordable four-wheel car, Tata Nano. So that is the Tata Nano, which was introduced long back. It costs about 3,000 US dollars and became the cheapest car in the world because of the frugal engineering and thrifty innovation of the designers at Tata Motors. They made a car that fit function in a small frame, and despite the low price, safety was not compromised. The other example is Aravind Eye Care System. Over 450,000 eye surgeries or procedures are performed a year at Aravind, making it the largest eye care provider in the world. In 1976, Dr. V, he is known as Dr. V, everybody calls him by Dr. V. Dr. V retired from government service at the age of 58. He began a non-profit trust under which he founded the Aravind Eye Hospital in Madurai with just 11 beds. To build the hospital, he mortgaged his house. His siblings pooled their life savings. The chain runs 14 eye hospitals, 6 outpatient centers, and 100 primary eye care centers, all located in South India. While the rich clients have the privilege of paying for personal rooms, the same quality eye care services are provided to the poor on a no-frills basis. Aravind Eye Care doctors are able to perform 3,000 to 4,000 surgeries a year through their unique service-oriented model. Frugal innovation is to achieve more with fewer resources. It can develop affordable solutions for healthcare, water, and transport to deliver services, particularly to the poor. This is a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. I would prize every invention of science made for the benefit of all. From the point of view of science and technology for the benefit of all, frugal products can provide greater functionality to a wider cross-section of people by minimizing costs and resource consumption. It helps in repositioning the poor from the passive recipients of donations to active consumers. At the age of consumerism, we need to understand the needs of the people at the top of the economic pyramid. Products with sophisticated features leads to higher complexity and cost. These products do not satisfy the needs of the low-income consumers. Consumers at the base of the economic pyramid live in constrained environments which are geometrically remote, may have constrained financial resources, may have institutional void, and insufficient technological know-how. Contextual constraints of the living environments can be turned into advantage through frugal innovation. The frugal innovation in constrained environments can lead to delivering quality of services and products for low-income consumers. Frugal innovation brings down the cost of products without compromising on quality by minimizing the consumption of resources during design, development, and production stages. Let us be aware of the media darkness at the base of economic pyramid by way of denied access to services, products, and being unaware of alternatives and how to use them. Frugal innovation places affordable products and solutions in the hands of those at the base of the pyramid, leading to empowerment and improvements in lives. In order to understand the needs of the people at the base of the pyramid, we can utilize ethnography, which is a scientific description of people's cultures with their customs, habits, and mutual differences. Ethnography is a technique utilized to identify user needs and requirements by observing the users in their socially established environments. In the ethnography study, we must be fluent in the language of the people we study. For that, we usually stay in a specific location, such as village or a town, to establish mutual trust with a full range of local people and to study daily life over a long period of time. Typically, this takes 1 or 2 years. The user context is most important in ethnography. Making the products affordable by reducing the cost does not necessarily mean simply stripping off features. For truly meaningful in the user context, the products must be redesigned innovatively while keeping in mind the user requirement. For successful consumer adoption, the product developers have to step into the shoes of the customers to identify the needs of the users and to understand in depth the operational environments and associated constraints. We have to be aware that changing the culture and value systems of emerging markets is not easy. Currently, a solution of that kind, and what will be the future? Can we suddenly move from one to the other? Not easy. There is another positioning. Sure, we can build a better toilet, but will people use it? Common cause of failure in product development is due to the overemphasis on technology and neglecting what are important to the users. Can we use data from surveys? Here, there are 2 designs. For the question, which design do you like? Majority will choose design A because of its simple, elegant layout. Now, for the question, which one would you buy? Majority chose B because it look like it has more functions and therefore better value for money. To note that surveys are not useful. Ethnography methods are based on observation and interviews. Observation is to see what people do. Interviews to talk to people. Listen with your eyes. Why? Because people cannot easily describe their problems. Ethnography is not simply observing. It is not easy. A good observer needs to practice, see, talk, and listen at the same time. Lately, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. The TV remote controller on the left has more buttons. And do we use all those buttons daily? The remote controller in the middle has less buttons and is now widely being used. Look at the design of iPod, which was one of Apple's most successful and popular products. So intuitive, easy to use. In the video, it was mentioned about the GE's ECG machine. It used to cost $5,000 and a scan will cost about $20. And the complex equipment was heavy and bulky, required a skilled technician to operate it and elaborate service support. And these premium ECG machines were non-starters in rural India because patients didn't have the money to pay for the test, and small clinics and physicians couldn't afford the machine or the support cost. The GE's first portable ECG designed in India for the fast-growing local market. The market is shifting from affluent to the masses. This is due to a number of factors, including the growth of the middle class in developing countries, the rise of e-commerce, and the decline of traditional retail. To adapt to the shift from affluent to the masses, we have to focus on affordability, focus on quality, focus on convenience, focus on personalization. The art of transforming adversity into opportunity and accomplishing more with fewer resources has led to reverse innovation. Reverse innovation is a process of developing products or services in developing countries and then bringing them to the developed countries. It is a strategy that is being used by more and more companies as they look for new ways to grow their business. If you look around, there are grassroots innovations everywhere. And grassroots innovations can connect the global and grassroots. A simple load carrier for laborers can help in reducing the neck and back pains.
Because 80% of Indian population is working in fields. So they can freely work with this on the field and we don't need to change their profession. About the year.
Due to low cost and non-compromised quality, the prosthetic limb known as Jaipur food and other aids have restored dignity and mobility for over 1.78 million people worldwide. The materials used for the food and are waterproof and somewhat mimicking the real food. Now, on the other hand, 30% of fruits and vegetables are rendered unfit for consumption due to spoilage after harvesting. We waste food a lot. My grandmother punished us when we wasted even a rice grain. We were bound to eat everything from the plate. Even now, we follow that. Let us love food and hate waste. Let us be mindful of food waste everywhere. And I would like to share a frugal innovation journey that we took during COVID-19. When COVID-19 hit us, we were wondering what we can do together. In 2020, my friend's company in India, my son's company in India, and my company in Singapore joined hands to form an inventor consortium to develop affordable ventilators. Time and effort for the human capital deployed were not paid from the crowdsourced funding. When we started understanding about ventilators, we realized that 80% of the features cost only 20%, and the 80% of the features satisfy 80% of the requirements. This is the 80-20 Pareto principle. The Pareto principle states that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of consequences come from 20% of causes. Other names for this principle are the 80-20 rule, the law of the vital few, or the principle of factor sparsity. Hospitalization in ICU is costly. Prolonged hospitalization can lead to losing monies and even assets. Some may give up and lives can be lost. The family will be affected as all the savings are spent for the medical bill. No monies for education and the well-being of others. Current ventilators cost about 20,000 Singapore dollars. In that space, the consortium inventor could provide ventilators at 10% of the cost. And at that cost, that is about Singapore dollars 2,000 per ventilator, Affordable solutions can even be made available for home use. That will reduce the cost of healthcare, which in turn lead to better management of people with health issues. For this to happen, the Inventor Consortium followed the open innovation concept, an open innovation without preset mindset and hierarchy. It is a borderless, multi and cross-disciplinary approach for addressing complex problems with an aim for the mid and long-term strategy for enhancing lives. We came up with 3 solutions. The consortium gone through the production, regulatory compliance processes, including FDA, performed animal and human trials. The affordable ventilators are being used by several hospitals around the world. I would like to say that the old IQ was about how smart you are. The new IQ is about how smart you make your team. If you take it to the heart, it will change the way you lead. Instead of the leader leading from the top of the pyramid, they lead from the middle of the circle. Let us take an example of frugal innovation product, and let us use the business canvas model. D.light is an example of a frugal innovation. Let us understand the business canvas model using this product. A social enterprise that provided affordable solar lighting solutions to off-the-grid communities in Africa and Asia. This business canvas model is a visual tool used to represent the key components of a business model. It provides a structured approach to analyzing and designing a business model by identifying and mapping out the key activities, resources, partners, customer segments, value proposition, channels, revenue streams, and cost structure. In the business canvas model for D.light, key partners include suppliers of raw materials, manufacturing partners, distribution partners, and microfinance institutions that offer financing options to customers. The key activities include design and engineering of solar lighting products, sourcing of raw materials, manufacturing, distribution, and after-sales service and support. The key resources are skilled engineers and designers, access to manufacturing facilities, supply chain management expertise, and strong distribution networks. The value propositions include affordable, reliable, and high-quality solar lighting products that can provide a sustainable and environmentally friendly lighting solution to off-grid communities. The customer segments include rural households and small businesses in emerging markets that lack access to reliable and affordable electricity. The sales channels include sales through microfinance institutions, direct sales and partnerships with local distributors and retailers. Within the customer relationship, it is required to provide after-sales support and education to customers to ensure the longevity and effective use of the solar lighting products. The revenue stream includes sales of solar lighting products, financing options, and revenue sharing agreements with the distribution partners. On the cost structure, we have to have cost-effective design and manufacturing processes, a lean supply chain management, and investment in after-sales service and support. I'd like to say that let us be mindful of the interaction of the human social system with the ecosystem, and be mindful in utilizing the resources of Mother Earth. Let us protect Mother Earth and pay it forward for our future generations. With that, I would like to thank you for your attention